Unfortunately, I didn't get the actual reel in and stuff like that of this one. Mainly because we wanted to go ahead and get him back in the boat ASAP and make sure.
Some fish are legendary, some are sacred, and some will test everything you've got. Across North America, indigenous tribes have fished these waters for centuries, carving traditions, ceremonies, and survival from every catch. Now, we travel deep into their ancestral homelands to uncover stories behind the fish that shape their cultures, and catch some absolute giants along the way. From the raging rivers of the Pacific Northwest to the untouched lakes of the Great Plains, we're hooking into monsters that fed generations and diving headfirst into the traditions that keep them alive today. I'm Robert Jacobo, and this is IndigeFish, Tribal Tales. Are you ready to chase something big?
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of IndigeFish. I'm your host, Robert Jacobo, and we are still out here on the Colorado River where it is beautiful. Guys, this water is glass. Check that out. It is amazing to just be able to be out here. It is nice. It's quiet. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We didn't bring Bo along today for the reason of we just want to make sure that we're keeping the waters as peaceful as possible. Now, he did allow us to grab our PB last night on striper from the Colorado River here, and it was beautiful. But this morning, I want to try a couple different things. I want to see if we can go ahead and keep the waters as calm as possible. We're going to troll on our Sienna reel right here with our Sienna 2500 reel. We also have another 2500 reel ready on a couple Carolina rigs. We have a dropper loop over there, and we also have a rooster tail that's sitting right here on our ugly stick. So we're going to go ahead and get ourselves out there. We're going to make sure that we put ourselves in the best position possible. We're going to be keeping an eye out. Now, although these glasses are relatively scratched up, you know, they're really scratched on the lenses. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but they're still polarized. So I'm going to see if that actually helps me out at all, because I know it was a little bit troubling to be able to see the fish through the glare on the water yesterday, which kind of limited us to our sight fishing yesterday during the daytime. But if we can use these and possibly be able to put ourselves on some fish, that's going to be a big advantage for us. So anyways, guys, let's get out there. Let's have ourselves a good time, a good morning. And not only that, but a little bit of a workout as well, right? So let's go ahead and get to paddling, and let's see if we can't get some big fish on the line. So stay tuned, guys. All right, guys. So we find ourselves amongst the tules, and, you know, it's relatively peaceful. Just listen to that. Yeah, that's awesome. Anyways, guys, so we're amongst the tules. We're finding ourselves in a nice little whirlpool. Came over this side so that way we didn't have to battle the current, because what this little whirlpool is doing is now it's pushing us upstream so we can go ahead and keep traveling forward. Now, there's going to be a little bit of a tough section. We can always hop back over across the river, but this is what it takes to navigate a river, right? You got to know and understand where the different eddy currents are. You got to know and understand where the fast and the swift pockets of water are and stuff like that. And that even comes down to the aspect of fishing, right? Especially when it comes to fishing, because when it comes to fishing, you got to know and understand that these fish, much like us human beings, are not trying to burn tons and tons and tons of calories in order to get a meal. So what they like to do is they like to sit on the edge of these currents as things kind of fall out and stuff like that. They'll pick them off, right? So we want to position ourselves nice and quietly where those currents are kind of having little frayed splices where things get dumped off, sediment, nutrients, other food tends to get dumped off, and then be in that area so that way we can use our lures and stuff like that to mimic bait fish. So anyways, I'm going to get back to it. I'm going to enjoy this peace and quiet. It's amazing out here, guys. If you haven't already booked your trip to come out this way, you definitely have to enjoy it before it gets a little too cold. So anyways, let's see if we can't find out where these fish are hiding, because I haven't really seen a lot of fish activity this morning. So let's see if we can't get them riled up and get them out here. So anyways, stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, so we went ahead and hit up the Thule area, right? And unfortunately, there was just no bites, no big bites anyways, that just latched on, right? We did have our encounter with that smallmouth bass that was kind of in this area protecting its spot. But since the second strike that it had, it just hasn't come back around, right? And maybe we need to change up our lure. We're using that yellow rooster tail. It seemed relatively attracted to it. I wish I had a chartreuse, or just like anything neon would be amazing right now. I think that would be a more aggressive color to go after. I think I do have a rainbow trout lure, so I'll check my bag for that. But let's go ahead and get across the river. Let's get back to some other deep zones that I know, and we'll go from there, guys. All right, stay tuned.
All right, guys. So, unfortunately, I didn't get the actual reel in and stuff like that of this one, mainly because we wanted to go ahead and get him back in the boat ASAP and make sure that we got past the skunk. The really sucky thing is that he took my pumpkin green Seiko, and so we got ourselves a nice little juvenile bass here, smallmouth. Oh, this guy's making his way. Oh man, making his way further and further into the boat. So let me see that mouth. There we go. All right, nice little beautiful smallmouth, right? Juvenile. They're hanging out right here by this this pump, and so we're gonna go ahead and get this guy back into the water. Let him go ahead and do his thing. He's gonna go and tell all of his friends how I just caught him. I caught him on a pumpkin green Seiko, and when I was reeling him in, unfortunately, that Seiko actually fell off. So I'm gonna try, just because it was like the first thing that I grabbed, I'm gonna try one of these little rat tails and see what's going on over there. I noticed that there's a bunch of fish right below me, like literally like right there. And so, but they also see the boat, right? And I'll show you guys. So I don't know how well the camera's gonna get it, but we'll see. All right, so you guys were underwater for a little bit, and maybe saw some fish, maybe didn't, but you know, the thing is that they're there. They're just literally right under the boat, and they can see every motion I make. And they're not stupid, trust me. None of these fish are stupid. Right? None of these fish are trying to get caught per se, but you know, they just find themselves in a predicament sometimes where they do.
All right, guys, so we did not skunk. We came out with a win. We got that nice little juvenile smallmouth, and now we're just coasting on the river. We're gonna head back to the truck. It's almost about 12 o'clock noon. We do need to get prepped out for a couple other things that are gonna be happening today. So time to go home, guys. Time to go ahead and call it. But you know what? All we can do is ask for one, right? And we got it. Creator delivered. And you know what? Now it's time just to go home. Go home, relax, enjoy some time with Bo. We got a couple other things happening this afternoon. So we're gonna go ahead and get prepped out for that. But what a great day, guys. What a great day. Something to be extremely grateful for. And on top of that, guys, I can't wait to get back at it again and get some more stuff on the line. So anyways, I will talk to you guys soon. And until next time, guys, take care.